Forget the expensive tactical gear and high-tech gadgets. The items that could save your life in an emergency are probably already sitting in your kitchen drawer right now. In this video, you'll discover 31 everyday household items that most preppers completely overlook, but that could be the difference between thriving and barely surviving when disaster strikes. These aren't your typical survival supplies. They're the unsung heroes of preparedness that cost pennies, take up minimal space, and have dozens of life-saving uses you've never even considered. Welcome to Crisis Horizon, where we help you prepare for anything without breaking the bank. If you're ready to build a smarter emergency kit using items you already own, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss our practical preparedness tips. Let's start with something you probably use every single day without realizing its survival potential: Ziploc bags. These simple plastic bags come in various sizes and are absolutely indispensable for organizing and protecting your supplies. You can use them to store ammunition, knives, or even firearms in a pinch. They're perfect for creating caches, keeping items dry during floods or storms, and separating food from medical supplies to prevent contamination. And if you want to take things up a notch, vacuum seal bags offer an extra layer of protection, especially for long-term storage. They're just a step below specialized Mylar bags, but cost a fraction of the price. Now, let's talk about buckets. Yes, buckets. 5-gallon buckets, along with 1, 2, and 6-gallon variants, are an absolute staple in preparedness. Their uses are nearly endless. Food storage? Check. Emergency toilets? Absolutely. Just don't use the same bucket for food and waste, obviously. You can wash clothes in them, collect rainwater, carry supplies, or even use them as makeshift seats. Square and round buckets alike can be repurposed for different needs, making them a must-have for any emergency kit. The beauty of buckets is that they're cheap, stackable, and virtually indestructible. Heavy-duty yard bags are another game changer. Most people think of them as something you use once a year for fall cleanup, but these bags are so much more than that. Their strength makes them suitable for makeshift rain ponchos when you need to stay dry. You can use them as emergency shelters by cutting them open and draping them over branches. They're excellent for water collection when you don't have proper containers. And if you're in a bug-out situation and lack a proper bag, a heavy-duty yard bag can carry a surprising amount of supplies. Their versatility means you should always have a box on hand, especially during storm season. While we're on the subject of heavy-duty materials, let's not forget about trash cans. Plastic trash cans can be used for rainwater catchment, washing clothes, or storing bulk supplies. But here's where it gets interesting. Aluminum trash cans have the added benefit of serving as DIY Faraday cages to protect your electronics from electromagnetic pulses, or EMPs. In a world where solar flares or EMP attacks could fry every electronic device you own, an aluminum trash can lined with cardboard could save your communication devices, radios, and other critical electronics. Even regular cardboard boxes can be repurposed for this use, if you know how to set them up properly. Let's move on to sealing and securing materials. Vice-Quin plastic sheeting, those large rolls of plastic you can find at any hardware store, are invaluable for sealing windows and doors during pandemics or to retain heat in your home during winter power outages. They can also be used as tarps, makeshift shelters, or for water collection when it rains. Their flexibility and size make them a preparedness powerhouse. You can cut them to any dimension you need, and they're light enough to carry in a bug-out bag without adding significant weight. And then there's duct tape. If you've been around the preparedness community for more than 5 minutes, you've heard about duct tape. It's legendary for its ability to fix almost anything. From patching up torn gear to improvising repairs on shelters, shoes, or even medical equipment, duct tape is an absolute essential. The key is to not cheap out on it. Get the good stuff that actually sticks and holds up under pressure. Clothespins might seem like a relic of your grandmother's era, but in a grid-down scenario, they become essential. Sure, you'll use them for hanging laundry to dry, but they're also perfect for securing plastic sheeting over windows, hanging up shelter materials, or even improvising repairs on gear. They're small, lightweight, and incredibly useful. Keep a bag of them in your supplies, and you'll be amazed how often you reach for them. Now let's talk about textiles that most people would never associate with survival. Bandanas are the Swiss Army knife of fabric. With over 100 potential uses, they can filter air when there's smoke or dust, provide concealment for your face, be torn into strips to make cordage, or even serve as a tourniquet in a medical emergency. You can use them as napkins, washcloths, pot holders, or even improvised bags for gathering small items. Always keep a few in your bug-out bag, preferably in different colors so you can use them for signaling if needed. Pantyhose and nylons are surprisingly useful in emergencies, and no, I'm not joking. They can serve as water pre-filters to remove large debris before you purify water. You can use them as makeshift face masks to filter out dust or pollen. Their stretch and durability make them perfect as improvised bags for carrying small items like nuts, grains, or foraged foods. You can even use them to store onions or garlic for long-term preservation. Their lightweight nature means you can pack several pairs without taking up any meaningful space. Mylar blankets, those cheap, crinkly emergency blankets you see at every dollar store, are absolute must-haves. They're designed to reflect body heat, which makes them excellent for staying warm in cold conditions. But that's just the beginning. Use them as part of a shelter to reflect heat from a fire back towards you. Use them for signaling rescue teams with their reflective surface. You can even stuff them with leaves to create improvised pillows or insulation. Their low cost means you can stock up dozens of them without breaking the bank, and they take up almost no space when folded. Let's talk about cordage, because you can never have enough. Paracord is the gold standard, obviously, but don't overlook other types of cordage like twine from hay bales or even simple rope. Use them for shelter construction, tying down gear, making fishing lines, creating traps, or even improvised clotheslines. The rule of thumb with cordage is simple. You can never have too much. It's lightweight, compresses well, and has literally hundreds of uses in survival situations. Dental floss belongs in this category too. Yes, it's for oral hygiene, but it's also incredibly strong, lightweight cordage. You can use it for fishing line, for sewing repairs on clothing or gear, or for tying things together when you need something more delicate than paracord. An entire spool of dental floss weighs almost nothing and can provide dozens of feet of usable cordage. Bobby pins are another small but mighty item. They're handy for securing gear, improvising repairs, or even as part of a makeshift fishing kit. You can straighten them out to create small hooks, or use them to hold fabric or plastic sheeting in place. They're so small and light that there's no reason not to have a handful in your kit. Let's shift gears and talk about cleaning and disinfecting agents, because hygiene is critical in any emergency scenario. Vinegar is a multi-purpose cleaner, a cooking ingredient, and even a mild disinfectant. You can use it to clean surfaces, preserve foods, treat minor wounds, or even as a fabric softener. It's cheap, has a long shelf life, and is safe to use around food. Bleach, on the other hand, is essential for water purification and sanitation. Just a few drops of unscented household bleach can make contaminated water safe to drink by killing bacteria and viruses. You can also use it to disinfect surfaces, sanitize clothing, or clean up after illness. The key is to store it properly, because bleach does degrade over time, losing about 20% of its effectiveness per year. Rotate your stock regularly and always use unscented bleach for water purification. Baby wipes are superior to paper towels in many emergency situations. They're pre-moistened, which means you don't need additional water to clean yourself or surfaces. Use them for personal hygiene when showers aren't available, for cleaning wounds before applying bandages, or for wiping down surfaces to prevent the spread of illness. Their moisture and durability make them far more practical than dry paper products, and they come in sealed packages that prevent contamination. Coffee filters are another overlooked gem. Sure, they're great for brewing coffee, but they can also pre-filter water to remove sediment before you purify it. You can use them to store small items like seeds or spices, and in a pinch, they can even serve as makeshift bandages or fire starters if treated with petroleum jelly. They're lightweight, compact, and dirt cheap, which makes them easy to include in any kit. Let's move on to pantry staples that have hidden preparedness value. Salt is crucial for food preservation and flavoring, and you should stock up on different types: sea salt, kosher salt, and table salt for various uses. Salt can preserve meat and vegetables, making them last months or even years without refrigeration. It's also essential for maintaining electrolyte balance if you're sweating heavily or dealing with dehydration. Baking soda is a hygiene and cleaning superstar. You can use it to make toothpaste, deodorize spaces or gear, clean surfaces, or even treat minor burns and insect bites. The amazing thing about baking soda is that even after it expires for baking purposes, it still retains its cleaning and deodorizing properties. A few boxes of baking soda should be in every preparedness kit. Aluminum foil, good old Reynolds wrap, is a preparedness classic. Beyond the infamous tin foil hat jokes, aluminum foil is genuinely useful. You can use it for EMP protection by wrapping electronics. It's perfect for cooking food over fires without proper cookware. You can purify water by using it to create solar stills. The reflective surface makes it excellent for signaling. You can use it for insulation to retain heat or reflect it away. Keep several rolls on hand because you'll be surprised how often you reach for it in emergency situations. Now here's one that might raise some eyebrows. Potassium permanganate is a controversial but highly useful chemical to include in your kit. While some preppers scoff at carrying it, its versatility is genuinely unmatched. When mixed with brake fluid or antifreeze, it can start a fire in a pinch. This is chemistry at work, creating an exothermic reaction. It's also phenomenal for water disinfection, killing bacteria, algae, viruses, and fungi within about an hour. You can use it as a general disinfectant for wounds or to sanitize surfaces.
A small vial weighs very little and can provide multiple critical functions in an emergency. Just be careful with it, it's a powerful oxidizer and needs to be handled and stored properly. Let's talk about improvised tools, because sometimes you need to get creative. Combine tin can tops, dental floss, and corks to create a basic fishing kit. Bend a tin can top into a hook shape, tie it to dental floss as your line, and use a cork as a bobber. Is it ideal? No.
Will it work in a survival situation to help you catch food? Absolutely. This is the kind of creative thinking that separates those who thrive from those who merely survive. Corks themselves have multiple uses beyond fishing bobbers. They can seal containers to keep contents fresh or prevent spills. You can use them in craft repairs or as handles for improvised tools. They're lightweight, float, and compress slightly, which makes them versatile for various applications. Let me give you some scenario-based examples so you can see how all of this comes together. Imagine a power outage in the middle of winter. You'd use buckets for storing water since your taps might not work without electricity. Mylar blankets would provide crucial warmth. Duct tape and plastic sheeting would seal windows and doors to retain heat inside your home. Coffee filters and bleach would ensure you have clean drinking water if the outage lasts for days. Now picture a bug-out situation where you need to leave your home quickly. You'd pack Ziploc bags with essential gear to keep everything organized and dry. Yard bags would carry supplies if you don't have enough proper bags, and they double as emergency rain protection. Paracord and bandanas would be invaluable for repairs and personal protection. Aluminum foil could help you cook food without proper equipment, and baby wipes would maintain hygiene when water is scarce. In a water shortage scenario, coffee filters and pantyhose would pre-filter water to remove large particles. Bleach or potassium permanganate would disinfect it for safe drinking. Buckets and trash cans would collect and store every drop you can gather from rain or other sources. And if you're facing hygiene challenges, which you will in any extended emergency, baby wipes keep you clean without requiring precious water. Baking soda deodorizes and sanitizes. Clothespins let you dry washed clothes efficiently, so you can maintain some level of cleanliness and comfort. Here's the thing about all of these items. They're not glamorous. They won't make you look like a tactical operator or a hardcore survivalist, but their utility is proven time and time again by people who've actually been through disasters. These are the items that people wish they had stocked up on when emergencies hit. The most important lesson in preparedness is flexibility. By viewing everyday items as potential lifesavers, you empower yourself to handle a wide range of emergencies. Start by going through your home right now and identifying items that could serve multiple purposes. Set aside extras or duplicates for your emergency kit. Prioritize versatility. Choose supplies that can be used in various scenarios. Multi-purpose items save space and increase your adaptability. Store everything smartly. Organize your supplies in labeled containers or buckets. Keep similar items together for easy access during an emergency. And don't forget to rotate and replace items that have expiration dates, like bleach or baby wipes. Check your stock every 6 months to ensure everything is ready when you need it. These 31 uncommon supplies prove that creativity and resourcefulness trump high-tech gadgets every time. Preparedness isn't about buying the latest expensive gear, it's about recognizing the life-saving potential in everyday items you already own. Start building your kit today by looking at household items through the lens of preparedness. Ask yourself, how could this help in an emergency? You'll be amazed at what you discover. What everyday item in your home do you think would be most valuable in an emergency? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if this video opened your eyes to the power of simple preparedness, smash that like button and subscribe to Crisis Horizon for more practical survival strategies. Stay safe, stay prepared, and remember, sometimes it's the little things that matter most.